Envision a car that seamlessly blends rough off-road aspirations with elegant everyday utility. The 2026 Hyundai Santa Cruz 4x4 is a new hybrid that can handle rough terrain and keep its cool on city streets. Stylish, capable, and incredibly versatile, this is more than just a truck or SUV. The Santa Cruz 4x4 aims to reimagine the crossover pickup with its striking design and cutting-edge technology features. The exterior creates an eye-catching silhouette right away. Slim, self-assured LED headlamps flank a broad grille etched with a contemporary geometric pattern on the front fascia. Subtle hood curves meet strong fender lines. The crossover's small footprint meets the off-road machine's protective armor and purposefully flared wheel arches in the side profile. A multi-function tailgate can fold flat or serve as a seating ledge. The bed is shorter than in conventional full-size pickups. Modular attachments are made possible by the integrated rails and gear mounting points that run along the perimeter of the bed. Roof rack, skid plates, and side steps are contrast accents and blacked-out trim that lend toughness without going overboard. The inside is a reinvention of Hyundai's design language for a more rugged and functional setting. The seats are covered with a high-quality, long-lasting fabric that is resistant to dirt and wear, although they have a familiar pattern. Contrasting stitching runs. A large digital panel that harmoniously combines a 12.3-inch instrument cluster with an infotainment screen serves as the focal point of the driver's environment. Direct access to climate control, vehicle settings, and terrain modes is provided by a small number of tactile buttons. For individuals who want to manually manipulate shift strategy, there are paddle shifters integrated into the small, gripping steering wheel. Not only that, but there's a 360-degree video system, a rear-view monitor with obstacle overlay, and big side mirrors to help with visibility. Considering the vehicle's kind, the back seats are quite comfortable. On short to medium journeys, adult passengers will have enough legroom, and there is considerable headroom above. A 60-40 split allows the seats to fold nearly flat, increasing cargo space. Various cubbies for storage, map pockets, and multi-use trays can be found all over. Feel more luxurious with features like a superior music system, ambient lighting, USB-C connections, and wireless charging pads. Hyundai makes sure the passengers don't feel deprived of modern comforts, even if this is a practical vehicle. A functional platform is concealed beneath the metal covering. A unibody design that prioritizes all-terrain capability and smooth handling forms the basis of the Santa Cruz 4x4, which departs from a pure rear-wheel drive layout. A 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine with an 8-speed automated transmission and 190-200 horsepower powers the entry-level vehicle. A turbocharged 2.5-liter version is available for individuals looking for energetic performance. This version comes standard with all-wheel drive and better grip systems, and it delivers closer to 280 horsepower. The vehicle can reach 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds flat, thanks to its turbo arrangement, which is on par with many sport SUVs in real-world testing. Having four-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive, goes beyond just installing additional drive wheels. The off-road traction control system allows for controlled climbing with reduced wheel slide, and it comes with a torque vectoring differential and selectable drive modes including snow, mud, sand, and rock. For optimal traction in rough terrain, the highest trim levels provide a locking rear differential. Underbody protection with stronger skid plates safeguards important components, and adaptive suspension raises ground clearance by roughly an inch in 4x4 mode. This machine is designed to effortlessly navigate around minor impediments thanks to its optimum approach, breakover, and departure angles. Braking is done by four-wheel vented discs, and the car is equipped with electronic brake distribution, improved anti-lock brakes, and hill descent control, which keeps it steady when descending steep gradients. The electronic steering is fine-tuned to provide a quick first reaction, steady handling on difficult terrain, and effortless parking and tight turns in urban areas. Surprisingly, the Santa Cruz's suspension calibration strikes a good mix between stiffness and compliance, allowing the vehicle to filter bumps gracefully even on rough terrain. Although a 4x4 crossover truck's fuel efficiency isn't its top priority, it's nonetheless above average. On the highway, the standard engine produces respectable fuel economy, but the turbo 4x4 model's little higher consumption is more than compensated for by its superior performance. With the added benefit of maintaining economy in eco or comfort drive modes until the driver requests more, drivers may anticipate modern standards of economy for a vehicle in this class when using it for everyday purposes. The integrated in-bed trunk is one of the nicest features. It's a covered, locked, and drainable storage box under the bed. You can put your damp camping gear, tools, or boots in there and clean them later. A built-in power outlet is located in the rear, and some models even have a shower head or hose system that you may use to rinse off your gear after an off-road adventure. Cargo rail anchors are rated for big loads, and there are complete LED lights in the bed. When compared to other SUVs, this one has more useful cargo space in the cabin and the bed, making it ideal for adventure gear. The infotainment and connectivity systems are cutting edge. It comes included with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can locate your Hyundai, pre-condition the interior temperature, receive software upgrades over the air, and monitor it remotely using Hyundai's connected vehicle services. Even with the windows down, the premium sound system in higher trims offers concert-quality sound. For dusty trail conditions, the climate system has an air filtering mode, dual-zone control, and rear vents. With the help of voice commands, the user interface is quick to respond, easy to understand, and utilize. There are extensive active safety features. Safety technologies such as forward collision warning, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control with a stop-and-go function, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection are standard across all trim levels. Specialized 4x4 systems aid in navigating narrow tracks with features including enhanced terrain awareness, rock step sensors, and off-road camera views. Owners can rest easy knowing that Hyundai's robust warranty coverage will last for years to come, thanks to extensions on powertrain warranties and rust protection. There are two universes brought together when you get behind the wheel of a Santa Cruz 4x4. With its chassis fine-tuned for suppleness and its handling responsive yet forgiving, it feels steady, balanced, and refined on pavement and highways. Even while it's all-wheel drive, the Turbo 4x4 has a noticeable impact when passing or merging. It offers a level of driving engagement not seen in vehicles this adaptable, grips confidently on winding mountain roads, and handles turns with poise. Its genuine character becomes apparent if you depart from the typical route. Choosable terrain modes modify differential behavior, traction control thresholds, shift points, and throttle mapping for gravel roads, muddy trails, and sandy sections. For better digging and regaining of traction in muddy or snowy conditions, wheel slide is permitted to a certain extent. As soon as you engage rock mode, the locking differential will transfer torque to the back wheels. To prevent skidding, the adaptive suspension lifts the vehicle off the ground. With hill descent, even very steep hills can be safely lowered. You can keep an eye on things close to the wheels with the 360-degree camera, and rocks are visible with the underbody cameras. It may not be a dedicated rock crawler, but it tackles mild obstacles with the kind of assurance that crossover-based trucks aren't known for. Many buyers will find that the Santa Cruz 4x4's towing capacity is more than enough. When converted to turbo, the vehicle is capable of safely towing medium trailers, small boats, or gear carriers with the right combination of hitch and wiring. Carrying capacity is little, but adequate for weekend adventures. With its towing capacity, cargo capacity, and bed utility features, this vehicle is truly an adventure tool. Inside, making sure you're comfortable on long highway trips is our first goal. Lower trim levels come with heated and ventilated seats that are supportive and help reduce tiredness. Even at high speeds on the highway, road and wind noise are effectively muffled. The inside components, like its padded armrests, metal trim accents, and soft touch plastics, make it seem more like a luxurious SUV than a rough 4x4. Even grown-ups will be able to tolerate the backseat, thanks to the spacious cabin, plenty of storage space, and pleasant climate control. When the Toyota Hilux GR Hybrid debuts in 2026, it will reimagine the pickup truck market. Never before has this segment seen a vehicle of the Hilux's generation blend strength, durability, and state-of-the-art hybrid technology. The Hilux GR Hybrid, created by Toyota's performance arm Gazoo Racing, is an ideal example of how to combine traditional strength with cutting-edge efficiency. It carries on the legacy of the Hilux with a modern twist, making it suitable for both urban driving and more extreme off-roading. The muscular, eye-catching 2026 Hilux GR Hybrid demands attention the second it pulls up. It now sports a broader, more aggressive appearance thanks to a reworked front fascia. The bright LED headlamps and bigger, more angular grille make this truck stand out. Aesthetically and functionally, its strong yet sophisticated shape boasts flared wheel arches, bigger alloy wheels, and aerodynamic curves. A real performance-oriented machine, distinguished by its GR badging, this is not your average Hilux rather, it exudes an air of exclusivity. The most recent hybrid powertrain technology from Toyota is housed in the Hilux GR Hybrid. A 48-volt mild hybrid system is likely to be used in conjunction with the tried-and-true 2.8-liter turbocharged diesel engine in the truck. This configuration improves fuel economy, adds torque, and makes power delivery smoother. The truck is capable of producing torque up to 500 Nm and power up to 150 kilowatts thanks to the combination. During acceleration, the electric motor helps the diesel engine out, making it more responsive and decreasing turbo lag. Additionally, it aids in reducing fuel consumption by regenerative braking, energy capture, and powering specific systems during light load driving. An 8-speed or similar enhanced automatic gearbox will most certainly be part of the transmission system, allowing for more efficient and smoother shifts. The sophisticated 4WD system, which comes with adjustable drive modes for various terrains, transfers power to all four wheels. Whether you're cruising down the highway or tackling rugged off-road terrain, the Hilux GR Hybrid will keep you in complete command. New shock absorbers and stiffer components enhance handling without sacrificing ride comfort, thanks to suspension tuning that prioritizes both. Additionally, Toyota has enlarged the track to improve stability and handling, especially while driving off-road. There is an unprecedented sense of luxury inside the Hilux GR Hybrid's cabin. A clean, contemporary design prioritizes the driver's needs in the dashboard. With wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connection, it boasts a big touchscreen infotainment system that is anticipated to measure between 12 to 14 inches. The computerized instrument cluster shows crucial hybrid data like power flow, fuel economy, and battery level. The high-quality fabrics, GR logo, and contrast stitching provide for supportive and comfortable seating. The driver also enjoys a more refined ride because the cabin is less noisy, thanks to improved insulation that dampens engine and road noise. Safety is another area where Toyota has made a strong commitment. Automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, lane departure alert, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and a 360-degree video system are all part of Toyota's Safety Sense, which will be standard on the 2026 Hilux GR Hybrid. The utmost protection for the driver and passengers is guaranteed by the truck's construction, which meets the most recent international safety requirements. The addition of these features elevates the Hilux GR Hybrid to the ranks of the most reliable and secure pickups available. When compared to the regular diesel variants, the GR Hybrid is anticipated to have quicker acceleration and more consistent power delivery in terms of performance. When the driver applies the accelerator, the electric assist motor immediately responds by bridging torque gaps. Additional power for passing and ascending steep terrain is provided by the hybrid system, which also allows for smoother gear changes. The famed ruggedness of the Hilux has been preserved by Toyota's engineering team's integration of hybrid components, which do not sacrifice durability or towing capacity. Customers who have been devoted to the truck for a long time anticipate it to keep its 3,500 kilogram towing limit. One major advantage of the new hybrid system is its fuel efficiency. Toyota claims there will be considerable gains over the diesel-only vehicles, while precise figures are still in the works. With the hybrid system, you may save gas and cut down on pollution by momentarily turning off the engine when you're going slow in the city. When traveling on highways, the electric motor assists the diesel engine with acceleration and helps keep the speed constant more effectively. Regenerative braking is a technique that uses the kinetic energy of braking to charge the battery. These upgrades have the potential to elevate the Hilux GR Hybrid to the ranks of its rivals in terms of fuel economy. The mechanical upgrades aren't the only thing that make the Hilux GR Hybrid feel current and prestigious. Gazoo Racing has given the truck an adventurous and refined personality by infusing it with a passion for motorsport performance. Thicker suspension, more responsive throttle, and pinpoint steering are all benefits of the GR Sport tuning. Whether you're zipping through the mountains or stuck in city traffic, the new Hilux GR Hybrid is the most composed and energetic Toyota pickup truck yet. Additionally, Toyota has maintained the GR Hybrid's practicality. The bed size and cargo capacity are similar to those of older versions, so it can still carry out all the usual duties of a Hilux. It is versatile enough for both work and play thanks to its cargo hooks, reinforced panels, and long-lasting bed liners. With features like skid plates, tow hooks, hill descent control, and an innovative terrain management system that adapts throttle and traction to different driving situations, this truck is perfect for off-road enthusiasts. Although efficiency and performance are the main concerns, Toyota has not neglected the importance of comfort and technology. Among the many high-end amenities available on the Hilux GR Hybrid are wireless phone charging, ambient lighting, numerous USB-C connections, and an excellent sound system. By integrating their smartphones or using Toyota's connected app, drivers can keep tabs on their hybrid vehicle's performance and status. Software is kept up to date through over-the-air upgrades, which enhance functionality and add new features over time. When it comes to positioning in the market, the Hilux GR Hybrid is the top dog in the Hilux family. It strikes a good mix between toughness and innovation, making it appealing to anyone who want more than only power and durability. This model is a major milestone in Toyota's road to completely electrifying their pickup truck lineup. By connecting current internal combustion engines with those of the future electric vehicles, it demonstrates that hybrid technology has the potential to expand rather than restrict capabilities. It will be a new chapter in Toyota's global strategy when the 2026 Hilux GR Hybrid is launched. There will be a growing need for fuel-efficient hybrid pickups like the Toyota Hilux GR Hybrid to meet stricter environmental standards and changing consumer tastes. With Toyota's increasing knowledge of hybrid systems and its track record of dependable vehicles, this vehicle is sure to be a contender in the cutthroat worldwide market. In places like South America, Southeast Asia, Africa, and Australia, where the Hilux has been popular for a long time, the GR Hybrid will most certainly become a sign of advancement. The incorporation of hybrid power guarantees the Hilux's continued relevance in these areas, where trucks play a vital role in both work and leisure. The GR Hybrid will be a long-lasting and hassle-free vehicle to own, thanks to Toyota's vast service network and expertise in hybrid maintenance. Although the exact price of the 2026 Toyota Hilux GR Hybrid has not been announced just yet, its superior hybrid system and updated components are likely to put it above the existing GR Sport models. The long-term savings on gasoline and maintenance, along with Toyota's reputation for great value, could make this truck an appealing purchase for many consumers. Anyone looking for a powerful, adaptable car, from off-road enthusiasts to city workers, will find something to their liking in its blend of performance, efficiency, and dependability. The 2026 Toyota Hilux GR Hybrid goes above and beyond being a conventional pickup truck. As so, it embodies Toyota's future goals of achieving both high performance and environmental sustainability. It is a truck built to tackle tough jobs, explore uncharted territory, and properly deliver power. It brings new levels of refinement and innovation while preserving the famous durability, reliability, and adaptability of the Hilux. It is possible for a legendary workhorse like the GR Hybrid to adapt to modern times without sacrificing its character. For Toyota, the Hilux GR Hybrid is just the beginning of what's to come in the realm of electric and hybrid technology. Even in the pickup truck industry, the era of performance hybrids has arrived. It is more than just a vehicle. A daring new chapter in the Land Cruiser legend would be written with the debut of the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser pickup. Rugged dependability, global travel capability, and off-road mastery have been hallmarks of the Land Cruiser brand for many years. Transforming that genetic material into a pickup truck would unite the worlds of rugged workhorse and high-end off-roading. One would assume that Toyota would take cues for the 2026 Land Cruiser pickup's powertrain, chassis design, and off-road technology from the most recent SUV iteration, while modifying certain structural and functional aspects to accommodate the specific needs of a bed, cargo, and towing job. Similar to the 2026 Land Cruiser SUV, the 2026 Land Cruiser pickup will most likely include a hybrid powertrain. This will involve a turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine that is aided by electric motors. The combined output of this powertrain will be roughly 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. A hybrid setup called iForce Max incorporates an electric motor within the bell housing, sandwiched between the 8-speed automatic transmission and the internal combustion engine. To make a pickup version that's more capable of towing heavy loads, Toyota may adjust the powertrain's tuning to prioritize low-end grunt and torque, maybe by adjusting the electric assist map or battery output. Hybrid technology has the ability to enhance fuel economy when carrying heavy loads by reducing the impact of the extra mass and strain on the vehicle's suspension. This vehicle is likely to be built on the same TNGA-F body-on-frame chassis as the Land Cruiser SUV and other tough Toyota pickups and SUVs including the Tundra, Sequoia, Tacoma, and 4Runner. The TNGA-F chassis provides a strong and extensible framework when converted to a pickup truck. It could be rear-ended to support a bed without compromising stiffness. To keep torsional strength, especially under load and off-road articulation, reinforced parts are required, notably in the frame rails, crossmembers, and rear suspension mounts. To keep up with the Land Cruiser's reputation for off-road prowess, Toyota is expected to install modern differential systems in the pickup. All trim levels of the SUV variant come standard with full-time four-wheel drive with center and rear locking differentials. For loading or crawling over rough terrain, such differential locks would be needed in the pickup form. To improve front-wheel mobility in extremely off-camber situations, a front stabilizer bar disconnect mechanism could be given as an option. The driver could adjust the vehicle's traction response for different terrains with the use of the multi-terrain select system, which is accessible in both high and low range. The truck would be kept steady in tough terrain by the crawl control system, which controls the throttle and brakes at low speeds, and by downhill assist control. Tuning the suspension to be stiffer with improved springs, dampers, and maybe load leveling or assistance springs would be necessary to handle the heavier truck frame. while also ensuring ride comfort when the vehicle is not loaded. The bed is an essential part of any pickup truck setup. To strike a good mix between practicality and passenger comfort, Toyota might go with a full or mid-size bed, maybe with a crew cab configuration. Particularly helpful for usage on the job site or for overlanding, the bed floor can be reinforced with panels of corrosion-resistant steel or aluminum. Other features may include a liner for the factory bed, tie-down anchors, storage bins under the floor, and integrated power outlets that can handle 120 volts or 240 volts. To keep valuables safe, your Toyota may come with a retractable bed cover or a locking motorized tonneau cover. A power assist swing gate or a damped, multi-position tailgate are two examples of possible advances for the tailgate that would make handling easier. There has been a recent trend for multifunction tailgates on pickup trucks, so it's possible that Toyota will follow suit. The Land Cruiser pickup's payload and towing capacities will be important metrics to consider. When equipped as specified, the SUV variant has a towing capacity of up to about 6,000 pounds. To compete with mid to full-size pickups worldwide, Toyota would probably aim far higher in pickup form, maybe aiming for 7,000 to 9,000 pounds depending on market and version. Once again, configuration and markets determine the possible payload range, which may be anywhere from 1,200 to 1,800 kilograms, 2,600 to 4,000 pounds. Although the hybrid system may limit absolute towing to a certain extent, this might be lessened with proper thermal management and calibration. The 2026 Land Cruiser pickup would have a design that combines elements of both the Land Cruiser and the rugged pickup styles. Toyota might keep the powerful shoulder lines, squared-off fenders, flat hood, and upright, boxy shape. Optional features like legacy round LEDs or modern thin headlamps are just a few ways the front fascia might differ from the SUV while still incorporating the trademark Toyota grille. A rollover rack or modular cargo system, as well as work lights or an LED bar mounted on the roof, might be included into the bed area. In order to fit larger all-terrain tires on wheels ranging from 17 to 20 inches in diameter, the wheel arches could get flared. To finish off the off-road appearance, you may add underbody skid plates, optional rock rails, tow hooks, and a visibly robust rear bumper with recovery points. Even though it would have a more practical interior than the SUV's top level, Land Cruiser would still be aiming for an expensive image. Use reinforced stitching on materials like soft tex, leather, or heavy-duty fabrics for a long-lasting yet fashionable look. When utilized for outdoor adventures, seats should be able to resist dirt, water, and wear and tear. There can be climate control, air conditioning, and memory settings for the front seats in the interior. On higher trims, you can find a 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as a 12.3-inch digital cluster that can be customized. On lower trims, you might find an 8-inch screen. Powering the bed or cabin might be possible using the onboard AC inverter 2400W, wireless charging, and several USB-C connectors. It's possible that digital keys, push-button starters, and Toyota's smart key system will all be standard features. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 encompasses a range of advanced driver assistance functions, such as features to identify pedestrians, assist with steering when lane departs, monitor traffic signs, assist with lane tracing, automatic highlights, and emergency stop capabilities. Parking assist, blind spot monitoring, a 360-degree surround vision camera system to help navigate dangerous or confined spaces, trailer sway control, and rear cross traffic alert are some other safety features that could be considered. Being able to see and move around off-road is essential. For a long, two-box pickup, a multi-terrain monitor system with cameras that can see through body panels or around corners would be just what the doctor ordered. A set of front and rear ultrasonic sensors, a transparent hood mode, and 2 sets of cameras could improve spatial awareness, which would be useful on narrow paths. Because of the hybrid design, proper management of the battery and temperature during heavy load operation is crucial. For continued stress under heavy loading or towing, Toyota may fortify cooling systems, install bigger radiators, and incorporate a cooling loop for the hybrid system. A possible redesign of the pickup's battery pack might involve relocating it to a lower, more central location, or both, to better distribute weight, keep the vehicle's center of gravity low, and lessen cargo encroachment. Optimizing recapture during deceleration, particularly under loaded circumstances, is a potential goal of regenerative braking logic tuning. A basic work-oriented model with an emphasis on durability and practicality and premium trims that add comfort, technology, and opulence would likely be offered by Toyota in global markets. Regulatory climates and fuel preferences determine whether or not Toyota offers diesel or mild hybrid alternatives to the turbocharged gasoline hybrid in many regions. For example, a hybrid Land Cruiser 300 will be available in 2026 in Australia, according to Toyota. It appears that Toyota is expanding its hybrid strategy for Land Cruisers, which could signal the possibility of pickup versions in the future. Both the launch date and the price point must be competitive. US buyers should expect to pay roughly $57,200 for the base model of the 2026 Land Cruiser SUV. Prices for the truck version would start in the low to mid-60,000s and go up for luxury and overlanding trims, as well as those with more advanced technology. Key areas such as North America, Australia, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia might see the pickup's introduction in late 2025 or early 2026 from Toyota. A daring new chapter in the legendary Hilux's story begins with the 2026 model year's Hilux GR 4x4. This version, created by Toyota's Gazoo Racing GR sub-brand, wants to change the definition of a luxury truck by combining off-road capability with performance aspirations. Insinuating a more substantial than superficial makeover, the GR 4x4 has been the center of attention ever since its initial teaser photos surfaced. Not only does Toyota's new Hilux GR 4x4 strive to fight with off-road competitors like the Jeep Gladiator, Chevrolet ZR2, and Ford Raptor, but it also establishes a claim in a market where toughness and performance meet. The 2026 Toyota Hilux GR 4x4 is an impressive vehicle from the outside. It stands out from the regular Hilux lineup with its larger body and more aggressive styling. Sharp, angular LED matrix headlights frame a striking grille that displays the entire Toyota typeface on the front fascia. A series of practical air vents, hood vents, and eye-catching apron components highlight the cooling performance and off-road toughness of the vehicle. Bold GR alloy wheels with aggressive all-terrain tires sit above prominent fender flares, lending an air of both good looks and practicality. Underbody skid plates and improved armor shield critical components from pebbles and debris, while the ground clearance is considerably increased. Muscular shoulders and a wider track indicate a grounded posture as the profile sweeps toward the back, while the GR emblem, blacked out details, and LED taillights reflect the athletic identity. On the inside, Toyota strives for a happy medium between practicality, comfort, and a distinct performance taste. Inside, passengers are greeted by GR Sport seats made of leather, suede, or Alcantara. The seats are accented with contrast stitching and include GR emblems engraved into the headrests. With a flat bottom and leather and Alcantara accents, the steering wheel features paddle shifters and track-inspired GR markings. The cabin is designed to be an off-road enthusiast sanctuary with brushed aluminum pedals, carbon fiber style accents, and carbon weave details throughout the dashboard and center console. The digitally redesigned driver's instrument cluster may indicate off-road diagnostics, G-forces, suspension travel, slope angle, and other specialized data. Integrated connectivity services such as remote vehicle tracking, diagnostics, and map updates are available, and the latest version of Toyota's Smart Connect infotainment software, which includes wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well as over-the-air upgrades and a big touchscreen, run the show. Some of the most intriguing features of the Hilux GR 4x4's undercarriage are the available powertrains. An extensively discussed but hypothetical setup has a 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 diesel engine with 700 Nm of torque and 308 horsepower paired with a 10-speed automated gearbox. The engine is touted to have the potential to maintain greater speeds and provide powerful low-end grunt. To further improve fuel economy and power, Toyota may release a hybrid version in some regions. This version might feature a 2.4-liter turbo hybrid engine with electric aid that generates around 326 horsepower. According to reports, in order to meet emissions and efficiency targets, Toyota may keep some of its traditional diesel alternatives, like the famous 2.8-liter 1GD FTV, but make them mild hybrids. Toyota is considering streamlining its powertrain selection by eliminating some gasoline and smaller diesel engines. The GR 4x4's allure lies in the seamless integration of its drivetrain, chassis, and control systems. The GR Hilux isn't just a showpiece, it has a low-range gearbox, torque vectoring capabilities, a rear differential lock, and four-wheel drive that can be engaged permanently or selectively. In order to control the vehicle's characteristics on and off-road, the suspension has been fine-tuned using GR components like Fox or KYB monotube shocks, revised springs, and strengthened anti-roll bars. To go around obstacles, Toyota uses a system that modulates power supply called active traction control and another system called crawl control. Heavy steel plates further protect the undercarriage, gearbox, fuel tank, and transfer case from rocky terrain, and the frame has been reinforced in critical sections to lessen flex under load. You can see the dual purpose of the Hilux GR 4x4 design when you drive it on pavement. Surprisingly, the ride is composed on asphalt. The wider track provides a feeling of stability, the steering feedback is sharper, and the body roll is better controlled. Although it is firmer than a regular Hilux, the GR engineers probably adjusted the damper settings such that the vehicle has a compliant and athletic ride without being harsh. Compared to its competitors, the GR Hilux exudes more confidence when cornering and maintains its composure during transitions. On the other hand, the GR 4x4 is at its best when used off-road. When you choose the correct drive mode, the Hilux changes its throttle maps, locking differentials, and suspension dampening to handle different types of terrain, such as mud, rocks, sand, and snow. As the technology automatically measures torque in crawl control mode, the driver is free to concentrate on steering. It can traverse rough terrain, thanks to its long ground clearance, high approach and departure angles, and deep wading depth. Under extreme conditions, the chassis will stabilize the frame's articulation, allowing all wheels to keep their grip even if some of them lose it. The protagonist exudes an air of confidence, strength, resolve, and readiness to face any challenge that comes their way. While official measurements have not been announced just yet, early leaks and renderings indicate that the GR 4x4 expands upon the current Hilux footprint. Rather than a complete redesign, some sources suggest that the new Hilux, including the GR version, could get an updated architecture that keeps the basic ladder frame geometry but adds some improvements. There is still a double cab configuration, and the truck's large cargo bed and payload capacity make it ideal for work and play. Optimization of structure and materials makes up for the weight penalty of beefier components. The primary emphasis is still on safety and driver aid features. Adaptive cruise control, automated emergency braking, lane keeping assist, pre-collision warning with pedestrian recognition, and Toyota's most recent Safety Sense suite are all expected to be available on the Hilux GR 4x4. Furthermore, lateral impact protection is provided by a central front airbag that is located between the driver's and passenger's seats. The suite of safety features is completed with sensors for parking, blind spots, rear cross-traffic alert, hill start assist, and downhill assist control. Every seat of the vehicle is protected by multiple airbags. One way that hybridization and current engine control help with fuel economy, a perennial problem for high-performance off-road machines, is by combining these two technologies. An estimated 12-14 km length in mixed driving situations is possible with the diesel twin-turbo version, while a higher number could be achieved with the hybrid version in suburban or light-duty use, thanks to electric help during low loads and idle stop phases. With an 80-liter gasoline tank, the GR 4x4 should be able to accommodate longer adventures thanks to its enhanced driving range. To strike a good balance between price and performance, the GR 4x4 will probably come in a variety of trim levels. From the most basic GR 4x4 with a reinforced chassis and GR badging to the most advanced GR with a bigger hybrid engine, cutting-edge technology, plush interior finishes, and additional off-road gear, there is a wide range of amenities available at different trim levels. Prices will differ from one country to another, but in the United States, you can expect to pay about $47,000 for the diesel GR 4x4 and about $49,000 for the hybrid. A premium trim with all the bells and whistles might cost close to $53,000. Due to differences in emissions regulations, customer tastes, and supply chain limitations, the available trim levels and powertrains will vary throughout global regions. More than simply another performance vehicle, the new Hilux GR 4x4 has here. In a time when efficiency and capability are paramount, it represents Toyota's resolve to upgrade its truck lineup. The GR 4x4 proves that performance and complexity can coexist in the face of increasing hybridization demands, tougher emissions regulations, and higher expectations for in-vehicle technology. Additionally, it brings the sportier and more expressive side of Toyota that has been seen in other vehicles, such as the GR Supra and GR Yaris, into the rough terrain of pickup trucks, bridging the gap between the off-road DNA of the brand and that side. As far as the market is concerned, the Hilux GR 4x4 can hold its own against high-performance alternatives. This version provides an eye-catching flagship that is sure to attract customers in developing countries that value practicality and status. Proving that pickups are more than just workhorses, it enters established markets such as Australia, North America, and portions of Europe. It provides thrills. To succeed, Toyota must please modern purchasers who want a Hilux that lasts a long time without sacrificing reliability, low maintenance costs, and practicality. In 2026, the Hilux Trevo single cabin makes a daring claim that a work truck may be both practical and stylish. With its sculpted lines, aggressive fascia, and polished details, it draws attention at first glance. Beneath that facade, though, is a machine that is tuned to succeed in both daily duty and demanding terrain. with an updated capable truck that maintains the fundamental principles of durability, practicality, and dependability while pushing the boundaries of technology, comfort, and performance. Toyota has evidently prioritized evolution over revolution. The exterior of the Hilux Trevo single cabin is both classic and modern, with the proportions of a work pickup preserved. A more angular grille unites power and grace, while a redesigned front end features slimmer headlights. Protective coating increases robustness without superfluously emphasizing it, and the sculpted bumpers incorporate skid plate highlights. In order to avoid monotony and highlight strength, the body sides keep things clean but functional with modest character lines. Around back, you'll find a stronger and more tactile tailgate, LED taillight clusters, and a bumper with integrated steps that facilitate loading cargo. The careful balancing of form and function is evident in every aspect. There can only be 2 people in the single cabin configuration, but Toyota has made the most of that limitation for comfort and practicality. The inside has undergone a radical transformation in comparison to its predecessor, with an emphasis on sleek, contemporary design and intelligent features. In the middle of the dashboard, next to the entirely digital instrument panel, is a 12-inch floating touchscreen that takes center stage. With the shift to a higher console tunnel, Toyota has given the impression that the center of the interior is more solid and quality. Ergonomic logic is used to lay out the controls. To keep things simple, the controls for the climate control and terrain are all in one place, apart from the multimedia controls. Dashboards with soft touch surfaces, padded armrests, easy to clean durable vinyl flooring, and textured accents on switchgear are just a few examples of the high-quality materials used throughout. More than just a cockpit, the cabin provides an ergonomically sound place to work over rough terrain for extended periods of time, all while enjoying a welcome trend toward high-end finishes. Even though it appears to be unchanged on the outside, Toyota has decided to keep using the latter frame construction. Improved ride quality, quicker handling, and a more planted sensation on difficult terrain are the results of chassis re-engineering, suspension refinement, and electric power assistance upgrades to the steering. The engineers at Toyota have fine-tuned the vehicle's dampening and anti-roll properties so that it is both capable and easy to control. Crucially, neither the payload nor the toughness are compromised by the structural upgrades. The dependable workhorse Trevo single cabin can trace its ancestry back to the legendary Hilux. The Trevo single cabin offers a range of powertrain options that combine efficiency with performance. Some versions use a 48-volt mild hybrid system coupled with the distinctive 2.8-liter turbocharged diesel 4-cylinder engine. With the hybrid system providing torque assistance in the low RPM range, the combined output is around 500 Nm of torque and 201 horsepower. The truck seems quicker off the mark with this setup, and it gets better gas mileage and produces less pollution. Toyota might keep a more entry-level diesel or 2.4-liter option on the market for regions with different fuel types or pollution regulations. You can choose between a torque converter automatic and a 6-speed manual transmission. The two are paired with different drive layouts, like rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive with a transfer case and the ability to lock or limit-slip the differential. When it comes to the drivetrain, the single-cabin Trevo is perfect for people who spend most of their time on roads and construction sites because of its strong rear-wheel drive. A four-wheel drive model is available for those who want more off-road capability or traction, and it comes with adjustable driving modes and terrain settings that are specifically designed for muddy, sandy, and rocky terrains. To aid the driver in maintaining control in challenging conditions, the electronic control system incorporates throttle calibration, traction management, and brake distribution. Engineers prioritized usability and loadability in the bed, a critical utility zone. The large width and depth of the tray, along with its reinforced floor, make it capable of carrying hefty items. The design incorporates many available extras like as modular rails, toolboxes, and bed liners, and there are plenty of places to tie down your belongings. The step bumper is designed to support climbing, while the tailgate dampers help with lowering and secure latching. The chassis design permits body customization without affecting key components, and the cargo compartment is versatile enough to accommodate racks, canopies, or flatbed changes, making it ideal for commercial customers. Toyota has made an effort to bridge the gap between commercial vehicles and passenger cars in the Trevo with regards to safety and driver assistance, two areas where passenger cars have traditionally excelled. Automatic high beams, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, frontal collision prevention with pedestrian and cyclist detection, and the newest generation of Toyota Safety Sense are all standard on this vehicle. For easier navigation in confined spaces, higher trim levels may have a 360-degree camera or parking sensors. With the updated electric power steering, electronic driver assistance systems can be more seamlessly integrated. An updated braking system with front and rear disc brakes, anti-lock brakes ABS, electronic brake distribution EBD, brake assist, hill start and descent controls, and more is available. Safety and dynamic driving is further supported by the reinforced chassis and better suspension stability. Although Toyota has set a new standard for comfort and ergonomics with its Trevo single cabin, the vehicle makes no pretense of being a luxury SUV. The seats are long-lasting and provide adequate support, with some models even offering heated and adjustable lumbar support. Despite the cabin's small size, the HVAC system is well designed and features ducting that is carefully positioned to reach the driver's zone. Cup holders, overhead consoles, storage corners, and accessory outlets abound. Voice commands, smartphone mirroring via Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, integrated navigation, and system updates via the air are all examples of connectivity features. The infotainment interface is snappy, well organized, and provides appropriate haptic feedback. The Trevo single cabin has been meticulously built to wow with its performance and utility measures. Trailer stability aid and sway mitigation technology are standard features, allowing for a competitive towing capacity of up to 3,500 kilos. The vehicle's dependable payload capacity ensures that it can handle serious transporting jobs. Engine restarts and torque fill are made easier with the mild hybrid system, which is especially useful in stop-start situations like urban or site usage. There is a noticeable improvement in efficiency thanks to the hybrid aid, which lowers emissions and fuel consumption during duty cycles that involve rapid acceleration and deceleration. The weight and complexity penalty of hybrid technology is mostly offset by the fuel gains when operating under modest loads and traveling on highways. The Hilux Trevo is expected to start delivering to certain countries in late 2025 or early 2026, with Thailand being the first location to receive the vehicle according to the launch schedule. Depending on production and market demand, Toyota might release the single-cabin variation a little later or in stages. This 9th-generation Hilux may go by the name Trevo in Southeast Asian countries, while Hilux is more commonly used elsewhere. As evidence of its intended purpose, Toyota has already applied to trademark the Trevo name in Thailand. As a result of local rules, emissions norms, and consumer expectations, the launch will ripple around the world. The Trevo single-cabin market is very competitive. It faces stiff competition from established brands like the Ford Ranger, Mitsubishi Triton, and Isuzu D-Max, as well as newer models of electric pickups. But the Trevo is well positioned to maintain its utility and commercial category leadership, thanks to its legacy, brand confidence, worldwide backing, and Toyota's meticulous engineering improvements. Toyota intends to maintain its lead in the rapidly developing electrification market for pickup trucks with the optional EV model that is scheduled to be manufactured in Thailand by 2025. That electric vehicle will most likely share the same platform as the Trevo, which combines electric drive with its sturdy chassis. Both the NVH and acoustic comfort have been greatly enhanced. Enhanced insulation, vibration dampening in interior panels, and meticulously calibrated engine mounts and suspension bushings are some of the benefits of the Trevo single interior. Long hours on bumpy roads are lessened by these improvements. Under partial loads, the hybrid system's engine is quieter because to its off-coasting capability and its more seamless transitions. A daring remake of a pickup known for its dependability, versatility, and rugged good looks, the 2026 Nissan Navara is here. With the 2026 Navara, Nissan ushers in a new era of midsize trucks, boasting an advancement in design, engineering, technology, and capability, among other areas. It is a vehicle that needs to be functional for work but also aesthetically pleasing and equipped with all the latest conveniences for customers. To put it simply, the 2026 Navara is a formidable opponent in the cutthroat pickup market. An assertive air of refinement is immediately conveyed by the external design of the 2026 Navara. A more aggressive grille, more prominent fender flares, and angularly redesigned front fascia characterize the redesign. A new distinctive design for the LED daytime running lights frames the headlights with purpose. A more muscular appearance is achieved by the modified bumper shapes, reshaped grille, and striking fender arches that comprise the revamped design. Some of the trims on the front end appear to have red accent badging in the teaser shots, which adds to its distinctive uniqueness. The double cab proportions are still there, but the roofline and side panels have been fine-tuned to give the profile a more contemporary look. From the inside out, Nissan is planning to modify the new Navara just enough to make it stand out from the crowd, although it will likely share a ladder frame chassis with the newest Mitsubishi Triton. A 2.4-liter turbodiesel engine, originally developed for the Mitsubishi Triton but fine-tuned by Nissan experts for increased efficiency and more linear torque delivery, would likely power the 2026 Navara. Industry watchers expect output that is on par with or more than the outgoing 2.3-liter twin-turbo diesel, though official estimates for final power have not been disclosed. With this engine, the Navara can keep its reputation for dependability and endurance while also enjoying quieter running, higher fuel economy, and increased refinement. In keeping with the worldwide trend toward electrification, rumors also circulate regarding future versions that are hybrid or plug-in hybrid. Electrified powertrains may soon be accessible, according to Nissan's research and development activities, albeit these versions might not be available at launch. Manual and automatic transmissions are likely to be available as options. When it comes to shifting gears and handling different types of terrain, the two most popular options, a sophisticated 7-speed automatic and a 6-speed manual, are likely to stay the same. It is anticipated that the 2026 Navara will maintain its standard rear-wheel drive setup for entry-level versions and provide a part-time 4-wheel drive system with adjustable high and low settings for extreme off-roading. In order to improve traction on sandy, muddy, and rocky paths, some variants may come with a rear-locking differential. With a payload capability of up to 1 ton and a towing capacity of roughly 3,500 kilos, the Navara will continue to be competitive with competitors such as the Isuzu D-Max, Ford Ranger, and Toyota Hilux. In order to improve ride comfort and durability under severe loads, Nissan's experts have also focused on refining the suspension geometry. Nissan is hell-bent on providing an interior experience that goes above and beyond what the average pickup truck offers. Rugged durability and contemporary luxury are the goals of the 2026 Navara. The combination of ergonomic seating, a rethought dashboard, and soft touch materials is sure to produce an atmosphere that is at once sturdy and pleasant. The center stack is dominated by a massive touchscreen entertainment display that provides enhanced audio, superior navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and more. The driver can effortlessly manage calls, music, and navigation with voice control and smartphone connection. You can expect a fully digital display in the instrument cluster that lets you customize your views for navigation, performance data, and safety alerts. The many storage spaces, wireless charging, and USB-C connections all contribute to its usefulness. The 2026 Navara further advances Nissan's long-standing commitment to engineering safety. Adaptive cruise control, frontal collision warning, autonomous emergency braking, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree video system are some of the advanced driver aid features that come standard on this vehicle. To improve accuracy and security in confined areas, there is a transparent view option that lets the driver see through the front hood while off-roading or parking. A number of new features have increased the Navara's adaptability, such as hill decline control, hill start assist, and many drive modes. Thanks to these upgrades, it is now among the most technologically sophisticated and secure pickups on the market. The interior has also been upgraded significantly. More space for passengers' legs is a result of the revamped body structure and longer wheelbase. In an effort to make long car rides more bearable, Nissan has prioritized vibration isolation and seat padding. The cabin is now more peaceful and luxurious, even at high speeds on the highway, thanks to the upgraded noise insulation. Subtle upgrades include bigger air vents for the second row, ambient lighting, and higher quality door panels give it a more refined look. Leather upholstery and power-adjustable front seats with memory function are possible standard features on lower-end models, while more expensive ones may come with exclusive color schemes and embroidery. The 2026 Navara exudes confidence and strength from the outside. Its aggressive posture, big alloy wheels, and built-in side stairs make it appear both powerful and functional. The newly reworked cargo bed is more practical and easy to use thanks to its long-lasting finish, various tie-down points, and choice of power outlets for equipment and accessories. There may be a damped mechanism in the tailgate that makes it simpler to raise and lighter. An extra 12-volt power outlet and LED bed lights are available as optional extras on some models. The off-road focused Pro 4X model is likely to include a revised suspension, all-terrain tires, distinctive exterior details, and skid plates undercarriage for added safety. The new Navara boasts an enhanced ride quality and improved handling, enhancing both comfort and capability. Better shock absorption and controllability under heavy loads should be the results of the revised suspension arrangement. The chassis stiffness has been increased to provide better stability when cornering, and the steering is anticipated to be more accurate. Its off-road prowess is unmatched, and on the road it should provide a more refined and composed ride. It is anticipated that the ground clearance, approach and departure angles, and weighting depth will all match or surpass the present specifications for the class. Whether you're cruising down the highway, through town, or off-road, Nissan's engineers are aiming for a happy medium. Australia, Southeast Asia, and a few Latin American countries will be among the first to see the 2026 Navara in Nissan's marketing push. For cost effectiveness, the present model will be maintained in some places while a significantly upgraded version of the prior generation is kept in others. Both long-time pickup customers and those attracted by more contemporary style and amenities are targets of the launch plan. The base model is expected to start at $30,000 and go up to over $70,000 for the top-of-the-line variants with all the bells and whistles and off-road upgrades. Thanks to its wide price range, Nissan is able to appeal to a wide variety of customers, from business owners to those shopping for a vehicle for their daily lives who prioritize performance and comfort. In addition, Nissan's global strategy will heavily include the 2026 Navara. The Navara will serve as a transitional vehicle between older, diesel-powered pickups and the next generation of electric workhorses, which will be necessary due to stricter emission regulations and changing consumer tastes. By working together in the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance, Nissan and Mitsubishi are able to pool development resources, parts, and technology, which speeds up innovation and improves economies of scale. Thanks to this collaboration, the Navara can take advantage of improved chassis engineering, cutting-edge materials, and architecture that could be ready for hybrid powertrains. The design is aesthetically reflective of Nissan's current global language, drawing inspiration from vehicles such as the Patrol and Pathfinder. Body lines highlight aerodynamics and durability, while the front grille takes on a more aggressive profile. The integrated LED headlights and taillights provide a unique light signature that improves visibility at night and complement the overall profile. Various options for customization, such as roof rails, chrome accents, and special edition colors, are available for different trim levels. The basic workhorse vehicles and the luxurious leisure versions that rival SUVs in comfort are designed to convey various personalities. Thanks for watching.